Howdy guys, I'm Jeep and Jason, and today on AutoEdits I thought I'd share with you guys a tried and true Southern California automotive tradition of changing your windshield wipers in the pouring rain. Why, you might ask, we do that? Well, it's because the 3 times a year that it rains is the only time we actually remember we have windshield wipers on our vehicles. Then we rush to the auto parts store, get some replacement wipers, and commence to swapping them out in the parking lot there. Well, I happen to be home with my wipers here, but I just thought I'd share with you this tradition that we do here in Southern California. I happened to get some new blades in the mail when I got the brakes for the Range Rover Sport. PowerStop now makes windshield wiper blades. So I'm gonna swap out this side here just to show you how easy that is. Then I'll bring you in and show you the comparison between the Econo brand, which I've been running on here, and the higher end, nicer ones here. Now this is a J-style hook, which all of our Jeep Wranglers will have. And so you just literally push the tab here, push down, and that releases right here on the hook. And we'll release one of our new blades. And one of the things that these don't require any of the pouring of adapters out onto your hood and picking which ones you're gonna need. This will just go on. There's nothing, you don't have to do anything to it. So we just open up the end there. We'll go ahead and slide the J-hook into position, just like that. It just doesn't get much easier than that, and put that back into place. And then you'll notice right here, there is a little sticker, and that little sticker reveals, you'll pull that little sticker off. Now my fingers are freezing cold. I can't even feel the sticker. So I'm standing out here in the rain like a dipstick just to show you this. So there you go. So now I'll peel that sticker off, and then this guy will be a wear indicator and just show us how long these have been sitting in the sun. And then finally, before we deploy this, we'll remove the guard there, and voila, off we go. Now I do have one other thing that I did here. The JK, like this one, calls for a 15-inch wiper, and I ordered JL wipers, which is a 16-inch blade. So these should work. We'll do a full sweep test in a second. But for now, let's get out of the rain and I'll show you the difference between these two style of wipers. So what we have here is a conventional. This is what I've been running on the Jeep. And then this right here is called a beam style blade. Now the difference in effectiveness is fairly obvious between the beam and the conventional style. You're gonna get a much more even and consistent wipe, which is good in all things that need wiping. So yeah, I mean, it's and the price jumps. Like these were like 19 bucks when I got these. These are $30 for a set of these, but you could see the difference between the blade surface here. This is just a higher quality. It just jumps up in quality. And this is what PowerStop has done. What their thing is, like I've run the Z36. I've started running those in 2017 on the Jeep, and I have now swapped every vehicle I can to the Z36 pads. They're that good. They're just amazing performance for the price. The theme is they punch above their weight is exactly what this is. So for the price point, they're not the cheapest, but they're not the most expensive pad, but they're really, really good. And I think that this is what they're doing in this world here, where these aren't the most expensive wipers, but they're definitely as good as the ones one tier up is what I'm seeing. So the housing is just it looks exactly like the really expensive wipers that you see in the aisle of 4 million wipers. So that's what I think what they're going for. And yes, quick content alert. Yes, the Rover is gonna get a set of Z36 pads and the cross-drilled and slotted rotors coming up in a video soon. I'm stoked about that because it needs brakes, and that is a fantastic kit for the money. So let's finish the install or swap to these on the Jeep. We'll go ahead and remove our wear indicator here while I can still feel my fingers before we get back out in the rain again. For the passenger side, we'll do the same drill. We do a little release on the tab, push it off the J-hook. We have our little doorway open here. We'll go ahead and put that on. Snap that into position. Very reassuring snap, and we'll see if they fit. Yes, it looks like that is going to work just fine. Let's turn them on and we'll make sure that the sweep towards the top fits. All right, quick check. Windshield wipers. Let's see what they're doing up there. So after really looking this over, the top is fine. It's not going high enough to hit the paint at the top. That's great. The bottom on this one is totally fine. It's this right here that gives me just a bit of concern. It just overlaps literally by about 1/8 of an inch. So my perfectionist style brain would recommend, if you had a JK, stick with the 15s. It's just ever so close that, you know, it's probably gonna be fine. I'm gonna run these for a while, we'll see, because they were nice enough to send them to me. I have them in the Amazon store, so you could just pick which ones you want. Again, I'm gonna just say you stick with the JK 15-inch, just fitting within that, not even having to worry about it. Now to button the Jeep up, let me show you how to replace the rear wiper. Now the power clears aren't available for that yet. I went and got another cheapy one for the back, but it's for the back, it's okay. Let me show you how to swap that. For the rear, super simple. Push here and it just pops out. There's just a little knob inside there that, a little bar I should say inside there, and we'll just slap this new one inside and call that good. That's it. You could definitely see the difference. I had a higher quality one on there before, but the blade is literally just, it's gone, it's missing. The actual wiper part is missing, so this is better than that. So there you go, front and rear on the Jeep, done. Woo, goodness. Yeah, there's a big storm coming into Southern California this week, so this feels good to get this job done now instead of in the parking lot at the auto parts store. So for the Rover, the way these work is if you can figure out what kind of connectors you have, like the Jeep has the J-hook, like I just showed you. Well, the Rover has J-hook as well. I just measured the length of the ones that were on there. They were 22 inches. And I went into the power clear section, and then you could just pick J-hook and then all of the different lengths. So I just was able to go in, 22-inch J-hook, and order a set for the Rover, and we're gonna see if those fit. So I'm gonna put the 15 as the recommended for the JK. It's probably gonna work just fine just like that, but it's just one of those things that if I'm gonna recommend it to people, I want it to be perfect. Here's a really good look at the J-hook on the Rover. So you will just release the tab there, push the blade off of the hook, the J-hook, see how why it's called that, and then we'll get our new one. Open the little door here and put that on, and it'll just snap into place. And then we'll close the little door here, remove our UV sticker, and deploy. So that I'm feeling really good. That's just perfect. There's no, is that gonna be the right size or wrong size? It's perfect, so we're good there. You wanna make sure you're wrangling your windshield wiper. You don't want them to just release and smack into your window. So we'll just keep control of that, and then deploy our last wiper, close the door, remove our sticker, and guard 1, guard 2, we are good to go. Love that. All right, well, it got dark really fast. This storm really came in with a bit of a vengeance here in SoCal, but hopefully we'll get an idea of the windshield wipers in action. I figured it'd be the first time we've been moving in one of my videos for a while. This video was actually supposed to be a trail video on the channel, but this storm came in, and in SoCal, the trails are really susceptible to that, and I'm not an East Coast mud womper kind of guy, so I'm gonna wait it out, and that's why I thought I'd fill in with this video. First up, I'd like to talk a little bit about how amazingly good the Jeep is running right now. Like, I get it, I did a tune-up, but it's noticeably peppier, has a little more response in the low end. It's good, I'm really happy with it, and it seems to be legit right now, ready for adventure. So the windshield wipers seem to be fairly excellent. They should be, they're at that price point, but dramatic difference between the cheapy ones that I had on there. Oh geez, huge splash, huge splash. Oh my gosh, oh, we gotta put them on high. All right, good test. Hitting some puddles. Yeah, this part of town, like all of LA, it doesn't take much and we flood. It gets pretty dangerous pretty fast. But there you go. We actually got to put them to the test. They pass. It's so funny to get to this point and realize all the years I've been buying cheapy blades and the difference between these and those and these right here. Darn. Okay, I get it. This is nice. This is a luxury I will appreciate right now. PowerStop's selling these on their Amazon store and I think carparts.com, so this is like not a wide release yet, but I'm kind of thrilled that they're on Amazon because if you guys happen to purchase these there, I hate to kind of keep hawking the Amazon store, but I'm trying to fund my channel without doing Patreon and things like that. So it's those little other ways that you guys can help support me by maybe buying a thing or two off of there, and it's something that you need anyway. That's where I'm going to try to do here. So check out the link to the Amazon store. Thank you so much for the support. Even you being here and clicking and supporting this channel that way is great. Leave a comment, hit the thumbs up, all that cool stuff. And we got some fun stuff coming up. Believe me, a trip putting this in the dirt is high on the priority, but I got a bunch of fun stuff coming up for the Rover. We got exhaust, MagnaFlow exhaust. We got PowerStop brakes going on that thing. I'm gonna do front axles while I'm up in there. So there's all kinds of fun stuff happening. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And until next time, enjoy your drive. Power clear. Oh, jeez. It's so windy outside.